Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Creator Thoughts. I'm the creator, and this week I'm joined by a special guest.
Hi guys, it's me, Christian.
Hi, Christian. Like I said, I did mention I may not do Symphony X. I'm not doing that this week. I honestly had no time to listen to the album, so I still don't have what I want from it. So this week we're going to do what I told you guys about, but I didn't tell you guys about. Sword Art Online.
Or Batman. He got me this. I was the friend. Me.
Yeah.
I was the friend.
Actually, we could do Batman.
No, we'll just do Sword.
Okay, we'll do Sword.
We'll do Sword.
Okay, and yes, I know I did a episode on Moronic Intent on Sword Art Online, but seeing that was Moronic Intent, and this is actually going to be a different Sword Art Online that I'm talking about, it's fine. This one I'm talking about is this. Granted, this is the 5th book and not the first one, but still, it's the book version of Sword Art Online, and the differences between the anime, the manga, and this.
Did not know that there was actually 3 separate kinds. I knew there was a book, and then there's anime. I didn't know that it was like book, manga, anime. I thought they were book and manga were the same.
No.
It's amazing.
Words.
Yeah, that's a lot of words.
But yeah, essentially, I'm going to go over, since I've read I've read all the books that are currently out, and I'm almost, except for this one, I'm almost done this one, as you can see where my bookmark is.
Oh, it didn't take you 30 seconds.
Well, I actually haven't read it in the past few days. But I can cover everything up to Gun Gale Online in the anime. That's where I'm currently at. This ends about halfway through the Gun Gale saga, so I can talk about everything in the anime up to season 2, no problem. That's why I'm Christian.
It's pretty much just gonna be talking about all the good stuff, and I gotta talk about all the stuff.
No, like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the anime because we both love the anime.
I love the anime.
Yeah, I've read the manga. He hasn't, but I've also read the book. So I'm gonna draw comparisons of what the anime did right, the manga did right, and what they did wrong. Spoiler alert, neither of them did the books justice on their own. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the original Sword Art Online, and Claire? How would you say that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I'm going to call it Enclair. So, yeah, we're going to call it Enclair because no one can say otherwise.
We probably can.
Probably. But, in other words, Sword Art Online Season 1, Part 1. Where it goes from beginning of Sword Art Online to the defeat of Heathcliff. That's a spoiler, I guess.
I mean, if you, where have you been?
It's been 2 years, though.
It has been way too long. If
So-
you haven't seen this already, I'm sorry.
So I guess technically spoilers, but not really.
It's kind of like the How I Met Your Mother spoiler. That's not a
Yeah.
thing. That's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. He gets with Robin, by the way.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. He doesn't.
Alright, but pretty much in the anime, that's your guild, so I'll let you do a quick summary of the anime, first season, part 1.
Season 1, he pretty much starts out pretty OP. I mean, starting off, he's just kind of like doing his thing, and then he seems to have a lot of time skip, becomes really OP, then he becomes this beater kind of guy, where it's it was oh, the beta tester, because the whole thing, and then there's the whole if you die in here, you die in the real world type thing, and from then on, it seems like they're getting more and more into the world instead of actually trying to escape, where he's kind of trying to escape at the same time, just do his thing as a gamer. And eventually they end up getting to the tower. I mean, him and Asuna end up linking up, and that's when they get to the tower and make this whole guild kind of fly through that, and they save everybody.
And even though it seems kind of rushed, that's kind of how the anime was. It
is realistically, I can't sum up a rushed anime because it's already
rushed. Like I said, it's fine, but there's a few things. In the manga, I'll be honest, in the manga it's even more rushed. Quite literally,
Wow.
it's 12 chapters. That's it.
Okay.
And the chapters are 30 pages each. That's it. That's 360 pages of manga. That's not a lot.
Which, like, traditionally, like, you know, manga usually has more.
Traditionally, yes, but not in this case. It was actually very bare bones.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah. Now, it did go over a few things better than the manga did, or the anime did, which I'll be going over in a minute. But yeah, so but the anime was, Kirito shows up, he's OP, he remains OP, he wins.
Love interest.
Somewhere in the middle of all that, he gets a love interest.
He gets butt stuff.
And probably more than butt stuff. Which they actually there was remember that one scene in the anime where he actually stays at Asuna's and
in the cabin, right?
yeah, no, before that at Asuna's apartment.
In season 1?
Yeah, I'll bring it up real quick.
He's gonna bring it up real quick.
And you guys will see it too, so don't worry about it.
He's gonna bring it up real quick. So while he brings it up real quick,
But while I'll bring it up real quick, and I mentioned like that seemed really out of place.
it does, but it doesn't, because it actually has some story to it.
Which was ignored completely in the anime, which I can't understand why, but
For some reason, during the anime, they decided that they wanted to kind of skip everybody else's personal life except Kirito's. Which is, at the same time, they skipped his personal life.
yeah.
So as animes go, this one's, it's, don't get me wrong, from my personal opinion, I think it's a great anime. But, as for animes, it's very quick.
It's very, very rushed. And this is the scene I'm talking about. This one, if it would load, but this one.
Yes.
Okay. Thing is, yeah, there's an awkwardness to it because technically they all look like they're supposed to in real life. There it goes, now it's loaded up. But they never really understood. Nope, that there was always there was a really major shyness to Asuna that didn't really explain why there was a shyness to it.
Hinted butt stuff.
It hinted at it, but they never really explained it. Granted, it is a throwaway line, but it's actually explained in the book.
Wow.
There's something called the Moral Code regulation, which you can disable. If you go into the options and go to parental guidance, but you can go in and disable it. So in other words, you can do butt stuff in Sword Art Online.
I used to turn on the parental thing so my brother couldn't get into my Xbox.
You're mean. You're just mean.
That's what he gets.
That's true. But yeah, that's. But like I said, but it doesn't in the anime. It did not explain why she was really shy and pensive about it. Because if you really couldn't do any butt stuff, then why would you be super pensive about it? Technically, you can do butt stuff. You just no one really knew about it. Well, few people knew about
I feel like there was just a group of people who said, you know what, we're gonna stay here. We like this, and they knew
it.
about it.
That's actually.
Oh no,
also,
no! Did that happen?
Yes, kind of. There was actually a group of people who gave up on the outside world completely, and they were just content with being in Sword Art Online.
They grabbed so many red gems.
But
so much.
But the thing is,
butt stuff.
One of those people was actually Kirito, in a way. Not in the relationship sort of way, but kind of giving up on the outside world sort of way.
Oh, okay.
Because even though he was one of the top clearers, he was probably the top solo clearer, which I'll explain why he was in a minute. But he was one of the top solo clearers, but he sort of gave up on the outside world because if he was focusing on the outside world, he would make a mistake, he would die. That was his reasoning.
Smart.
Yeah.
I like that.
And the thing is, they never explain why Asuna ever falls in love with him. They never really explain it.
It's... I was like, logical anime plotline?
They actually... the thing is, they explain why in the books. It's actually a very good reason why.
And again, hashtag logical anime plotline?
Yeah.
That's all I could think of.
Now, like I said, it's not terrible. At any stretch of the imagination, it's not terrible.
Like,
Yes, you're right. It is logical Mary Sue plotline.
I'd like to point out that I love season 1, by the way.
Oh yeah, me
like
too.
let me point that out
and me
stop
too.
any thoughts like that we did not like season 1.
We love season 1.
Season 1 is great. Not overly hype, great.
Yeah, it was overly hyped, I personally think.
Really? I felt like it was just there. Like season 1. Season 1.
Season 1. Season 1 was perfect. Season 2 was overhyped.
Season 2 was overhyped.
It wasn't bad, but it was majorly overhyped. But we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
But at the same time, so there's a few things that were left out of the anime that where it was explained well in the books, completely left out of the anime, so made some very questionable decisions in the anime. One of the things, though, that was also majorly left out in the anime, especially about halfway in, the fear and the danger of being in the game.
Yeah. I kind of, like... There was a point where, like, it came back, but it wasn't really there.
Yeah, like I said, in the beginning it was there. It was there for a couple episodes, then it disappears, and like towards the last couple episodes, it's there again.
I was like, for those of you who haven't seen Sword Art, there is a part where because the whole main story is if you die in this game, the creator made it this way, then your nerve gear would go off and it would kill you.
You know what? I just thought about it. They never explained how the nerve gear killed you.
They did explain it in season 2.
Okay, but not in season 1.
Not so much, but they talked about it. But in this, and also the thing is, there was the fear in the beginning. And then you go kind of like midway in season 1, and you find that fear once again with Laughing Coffin and Laughing Coffin, and mixed in with the whole like assassination of people.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that fear back again. It goes away. It comes back towards the end.
Yeah, and literally like the couple of last episodes.
Yeah, I'd just have to say probably like the last 4.
5 or 6 episodes out of 25?
Yeah, I think so.
So where was the fear in the rest of it?
I think so. I think 25. I'm not sure.
No, it was 25 in the part 1 and no 25 part 2. Yeah. Thing is, you know one of something that did it very well throughout the whole thing? The manga. The manga did the fear very well. It was even more rushed than the anime, as surprising that is. But that's all it did well. It really pinned down the fear of all the characters really well. That's the only thing it did well.
So it's just fear and panic throughout the whole manga.
Yeah. I mean, there's some badass moments in it, obviously. But it didn't explain Kirito's and Asuna's relationship at all. It was literally one chapter, it ends with Kirito fighting, and then next chapter, Kirito and Asuna were hooked up. That's it.
Rushed. At least in the anime, it kind of like it led towards something.
Yeah, and the thing is, it is explained in the book what led up to Asuna and Kirito getting together. It wasn't just boom, boom.
He's got a girlfriend now.
Yeah, that's exactly how the manga was. It's like, oh, by the way, Kirito has a girlfriend now.
No logical anime plotline.
No, it wasn't. No, you're right. It's not even an anime plotline. It was like, nope, he has a girlfriend now.
It wasn't even a normal plot. It was just like, did that happen?
It happened. The manga completely ignored Yue.
Yeah. What was up with that?
Yue actually wasn't in the original book. It was a side story in the second book, which was actually technically 4 side stories that fleshed out the world more.
Because I feel like Kirito in the anime got really, really beast when she showed up.
He got Mary Sue when she showed up. And the thing is, in them books, he's never a Mary Sue. Ever! He is never a Mary Sue. let's go back to the beginning. In the beginning, he's a Mary Sue. Flat out. And he's a jerk.
I like that.
He was a jerk in the beginning.
I like that.
He pretty much went, fuck all of you. They kill the first boss. He takes the
black coat.
He's like, fuck all of you. And he walks off.
Like a boss.
That's not how Kirito was at all. Like I said, yeah, he goes off on his own. But that's because he wanted to be sure he could protect everyone. Anyone that went with him, he could protect. And he felt he could protect one person. Which, remember Bandana guy?
Yes.
He actually invited him to go with Kirito. But Bandana guy had some other friends who hopped into the game at the same time.
Oh, yeah, and then...
And he's like, so Kirito's like...
Nope, sorry, can't
well,
do it.
It wasn't even that. He was being iffy, and he's like, the Bandana guy like, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. No worries. And he said, thank you, and he takes off. Guess what? Kirito regretted that moment, that decision, from that point until he beats Sao.
Wow.
So it wasn't that he was just a jerk and wanted to be a loner, even though he was a loner. It's that he made a decision, and based on that decision, he remained alone because of that.
Okay, alright.
There were some selfish reasons for it, but partly, which in the beginning of ALO, it explains what, or no, actually not AL. The second book, they go into why he is like that, which is I'll get to that in a little while. But he isn't a jerk, not really. Okay. He actually is there to help people, but he just does better alone.
Okay. See, I was like, Kirito as a character, as he progress, let me say this. He is not a character that actually has any progression. I was gonna say progresses, but he has no progression whatsoever.
He starts off a Mary Sue, ends a Mary Sue.
He is the same character. That's probably one bad part about this whole anime. I was like, I'm not sure about the manga or book. Realistically, manga, yeah. I know a little bit, but like he doesn't really have progression.
There's no progression in the manga. There's no progression in the manga.
The book, I'm not sure if he has progression.
There's a ton of progression in all the characters.
That's the problem with. I was like, the problem with the anime is, it's like season 1. I'll stay true to season 1. Season 1 has a lot of progression. I mean, like, somewhat. And like, but the thing is,
progression
like,
in some things.
In some things, but for being rushed. And then for season 2, well, not season 2, well, ALO.
Yeah, let's just say ALO.
ALO, you have kind of a progression, a little bit. It's
he
like,
has drive in ALO.
He has some drive.
But we don't know why he has that drive. Not really.
It's obvious because
it's Asuna.
Yeah. But
why does he care so much about Asuna? That's
I would like that to be talked about. Yeah.
And neither in SAO or ALO, they really explain why he's so attached to Asuna.
Why is he so driven? Why is he so attached?
It's just like this is here's his love interest. He's attached to him. I got nothing else.
And my assumption is the book explains more.
It does. Not so much in the first one, even though it does it a lot better than the manga ever did. But the second book seriously ups the ante of why him and Asuna get so close. Pretty much, there's a story where Asuna, they're on the 50th floor, I think.
Yeah. And
Asuna's with her guild, and they're clearing, and she literally finds Kirito napping underneath a tree in a patch of sunlight.
Sounds
anime.
Yeah.
But she doesn't fall. She doesn't fall madly in love with him right there. No, nothing like that. That's actually as far as it goes in anime. She actually gets pissed at him and starts screaming at him because she knows who he is because he's been in many of the battles alongside her, so she knows who he is. Yep. Like, why aren't you clearing? And he just sort of looks up and like, it's a nice day. In fact, this is the nicest day of this entire season. I'm tired. I want to relax. I mean, as much as we don't like it, this is still our life, so I want to enjoy my life. And then he just goes back and goes back to his nap. And as soon as like, oh, you're right. this is our life.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, actually. She
Whole episode about napping and eating.
she sits down on the tree and actually just thinks about what he says. Like, yeah, we're trying to get out, but until then, we still have our lives. This is still life for us.
Yep.
And that's when she started falling in love with him and starting getting to know him.
So as for book and anime, that's pretty close
Yeah, it is.
to each other. That in relation, like you said earlier, there's some relation to it, but I was like, obviously there was more depth in the book.
There's a lot more depth.
Now, coming from someone who does animation, I can see why the anime did rush certain parts of that, because it is extremely hard to do all the stuff that you really want to do and get it done and make it successful.
Yeah, and as someone who's logical and just understands things, I understand this as well.
But as a writer, you can do pretty much anything you want.
And as a writer, I do know this.
Exactly.
But like I said, there's a lot more correlation, and it isn't. Here's Suna, here's Kirito. Now they're together. Don't ask questions. It really isn't. It's literally, like I said, it takes 6 months with Asuna and Kirito actually getting to know each other better before she really realizes she's even in love with him.
Right.
And during this time, you remember Saya? Or Moonlit, the Moonlit Cats Guild?
Why do I not? I feel like I should remember a lot more people in this.
Her.
Dead chick.
Yep. Dead chick.
Dead chick. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, big spoiler alert. I'll admit, the anime got this one down good. They did. They got the anime down good. Except for the Resurrection Orb, that was completely different.
Bullshit.
Yeah. But the thing is, the Resurrection Orb actually was an item in the game, in the book. What it does is, if one of your party members dies, you have 10 seconds to bring him back to life before the nerve gear nukes him. So it's a damn good item!
Probably the best item ever.
Yeah.
Because you can legitimately save people.
But in the anime, it was literally just like a final message sort of deal, right?
Yeah.
That's not how it worked in the book. In fact, after he takes down the big Santa Claus demon guy, and realizes
I forgot that was the thing.
yeah, and realizes that the Orb of Resurrection was bullshit, he goes back to his little house that he has, and gives up on life.
It's like, make sure you show everybody that Santa Claus team.
Yeah.
That thing is amazingly stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, I feel like the anime is like, in comparison,
That
it's like, wow. In comparison, I feel like the anime, like, did it better.
Yeah.
Because, like, just by what you just told me, you have 10 seconds for the best item ever. And then in the anime, it's like, dead. Nope, this is real life.
Yeah. Now, but the thing is, there's only one of those items.
Still great. I mean,
it's like the best item in the fucking game.
Like, that's something that you should actually go hunt for, and then, like, go and try to clear the last boss, so...
But he actually gives it to Keith. Banana Dude. He literally just, once he realizes what he just throws that key, like, I don't care anymore. I'm done with life. And he just goes home. And gives up on life. He flat out gives up on life. And this is 3 months into the game. I think this is when this happened, 3 months into the game.
I'm not sure when. I'm just...
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh my god, his name is Nicholas the Renegade.
Yep.
What the...
But,
What the Renegade?
But the thing is, you remember how there was that final message from the dead chick?
Yes.
She actually does leave him a message.
She was like, well, I'm die anyways.
Well, the thing is, yeah. She flat out says, if you're reading this, I'm dead. And the thing is, she says it, he's like, it's not your fault. No matter, I know how strong you are, and it's not your fault. I'm gonna die because I don't have the will to live.
Sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Types keyboard sadly.
Well, it's actually a voice message, so it's even worse.
Voices keyboard sadly.
But yeah, it's quite simply Last Will and Testament, where it's like, I know you're going to try and save me, but I can't be saved. No matter what you do, I'm going to die. If for whatever reason, if Christmas comes around and I'm still alive, I'll remove this message because they have a small section where they're actually sharing inventory, so she stuck it in there. Because even if she dies, the inventory remains there.
Right.
So it opens up. Flat out says, and like she flat out says, "Thank you for everything you've done." And Kirito collapses. In fact, I don't have a book on me, but
It's like season 1 book. It's like it seems like even from like was this book 1?
Yeah, book 1 and book 2. But yeah.
Book 1 to book 2. It seems like legitimately
it's close. It's very close.
They're very close, and it seems like the thing is, personally, then that means like it's great because
yeah, it is.
Season 1 again.
They're just some things that the book did, like the Kirito Asuna whole plot line. It explains why they're so driven, and the UA thing.
Okay. As for ALO, let's.
But yeah, one more thing though. Kirito was never a Marisu in the book. He was.
Let me get that
straight. Yes, he did get the Twin Blades ability, and that he was the only one to get Twin Blades ability. But he was more than happy to share how to get the Twin Blades ability if he knew how. It wasn't just like a secret. He was a badass secret ace in his sleeve. He literally had it, and he mastered it. But he's like, until I figure this out, I don't want people to know.
I just wouldn't have told anybody. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you guys were to play with me in SAO, I would not have told you at all.
But yeah, he was never a Marisu. He was strong because he knew some tricks, but he was never a Marisu.
Okay.
So. But yeah, let's go to ALO.
Okay.
This is where
I'm not mad to talk about it. I like it.
Yeah, but it's not as good as the first one.
Okay, anime-wise, there is one key point, and that is when I was like, sorry guys, spoiler alert, if you guys have not seen it, and again before, you guys are a little late.
There's going to be a big spoiler thing on...
Kirito turns into a boss that he slayed in SAO. Do you not know about this? Did you not watch?
Were you still on ALO?
ALO is the elves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We doing Kirito rescuing Asuna ALO or after Gungale ALO?
Rescues Asuna. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah,
He transforms into the boss from SAO.
Okay, he doesn't quite transform into the boss, but he gets hacks. Let's just face it, he gets hacks.
He gets major hacks.
Oh man,
that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets okay. So you're talking about him getting the hacks.
Yeah, where he's like, oh yeah, I got this random ability that like I was like, I don't know if that happens in the book. I don't even know if that happens in the manga realistically.
Actually, the manga doesn't even go over that.
That is the best part alone. Like that makes
that does happen in the book, but it happens a little bit differently.
That makes ALO so much worth watching. Like if you have to watch any part, watch that part.
Yeah, if you watch where literally Kirito becomes hacks, where he really flat out hacks the entirety of ALO and becomes the god of the world.
It doesn't even make any sense.
It doesn't.
I was okay with this,
but I was very okay with it, and it was in the book, but it's different in the book.
Okay, so he's just still hacked, but
oh yeah, he's still hacked, but more like actually it's pretty similar to the book.
I feel like that probably would have been. I was like, either this is something the dude just decided. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna put this in here, like now.
Okay, but let's start. Kirito wakes up from SAO. Asuna's still there, still locked down.
Right.
And that's the thing.
You hear that?
I did.
They're coming.
I just don't want to know what that is about. Kirito now is trying to rescue Asuna.
Okay.
He doesn't know where Asuna is. All he knows is that he's trapped, and actually a lot of the plot points are the same. They really, really are.
So book-wise, like pretty much the whole plot in ALO, Asuna is still in her nerve gear.
Yeah.
She is still trapped, not in SAO, but in SAO.
ALO is just a copy of SAO.
Yeah, it's like they were like Control C and then Control V did, so.
Pretty much.
That was it.
But yeah, plot points almost identical.
Yeah.
All flat out almost identical. Actually, ALO might copy the book perfectly. I'll admit that.
Maybe that's why it didn't feel rushed. It felt like it was actually flowing. Because that's the difference between season 2 or ALO. I forgot.
Because
I was like ALO.
Season 1?
It's all season 1. So the difference between ALO and SAO is
ALO never feels rushed.
it has a lot of flow to it.
Yeah, it flows really well. Nothing seems skippy or rushed at all. And the thing is, it follows the book very well. It really does. Kirito finds Asuna, and same way he finds her in the anime, where what's his name? Bispeckled dude?
Wait, what did you call him?
Bispeckled dude. Bispecks?
I thought you called him Bice Pickles. You said Bice Pickles. you heard Bice Pickles.
Okay. And he wants to talk to him, and he's like, okay, but if I do this for me, you do something for me, and finds out where Asuna is. All that happens.
Okay.
He fights his sister or cousin.
Yeah, it gets kind of weird. His sister cousin that you end up finding out about, where you're like, oh, I'm sorry to find out about Kirito. I didn't want to find out about Kirito, just because there's a lot of weird shit that ended up going on in his life.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit weirder in the book.
I feel like there's a lot of incest in the book, and I don't do red gems on incest.
No, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird.
No red gems in incest.
One thing is, the author even apologizes for it. It's like, yeah, I'm not very good at making compelling characters unless they're involved with a main character some way, so I'm sorry about that.
It's like, my bad.
But
weird stuff.
But it's like, not changing it. It is what it is.
Weird butt sex.
Yeah. And Kirito, remember the part where Sugo finds out it's Kirito, who is her brother?
Yes.
And it gets that weird. It's like, that does happen in the book. It's not as weird, amazingly enough.
She's like, huh, I've always kind of found you really hot.
And it's like, Kirito's like, look, I get it. I'm sorry that I'm breaking your heart, but it's like, yeah.
We kind of share some sort of blood, I think.
Yeah, they're cousins.
It's like, he's like, let me do some research on that first. But,
and the thing is, he's actually, in a way, more hacks in ALO than he's ever was in SAO.
So, the reason for that is, he's transferred a lot of his skills from SAO.
Oh, I'm just talking about Kirito himself, not even his character.
Oh no, I'm going complete. It's like this guy, it's like he's transferred damn near all of his skills. Then
he's level 1 with max level skills.
Exactly. Then we already talked about the boss hack that he gets.
Yeah.
Transformation boss hack.
We'll be getting to that. Yeah.
And then I was like, there is a skill that all characters can do is flying. So then is able to do a limitless kind of fly thing.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, that bullshit.
Yeah, that's a little bit explained in the book.
Okay.
I don't remember it really.
Anime, not explained.
Yeah. You can fly, but there's a limit on how fast you can move, and you can fly based just by your mental barriers on it. That's why.
Okay, they said that in the anime,
but they kind of just glossed over it.
Yeah.
But they actually explained, like, since Sugo was a kendo player and is very agile doing that, that's why she can fly faster than most people.
Yeah, they didn't
Kirito, who's literally spent 2 years fighting for his life,
It's the fastest
is
thing on Earth.
is the fastest by far. He's just like pew 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 pew.
Them pointy ears.
Yeah, he has pointy ears. But yeah, he's like I said, Zuko's actually the fastest character in all the green people. I don't even know what they're called.
There's a lot of different just clans.
Yeah.
Like, you got a World of Warcraft kind of fairy thing going on.
Yeah, but there's like 12 of them. In the book, there's 12 of them.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't remember 12, but...
There's the sylphs, the salamanders, oh, she's a sylph.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. He's a Spriggan, and she's technically one of the top... She's one of the big three, his sister.
You know what's really weird? Because you said Sylph, and it's his sister. And,
Yeah, that is weird.
like,
Yeah.
that's like acronym here.
Yeah.
I know it's spelt differently, guys, but I just caught that. But
Yeah.
alright, go ahead.
But his sister's one of the big three of the sylphs.
Okay.
The leader, which is a character, Asshole, and her. She's one of the big three, not because she's super strong, not because she's really very good. She's just one of the big three because she's the fastest of all the sylphs. Because of her kendo training. So her mental barriers are a lot higher.
Right.
And she was the fastest in the entire world.
Was. Key factor.
Then Kirito shows up and is like, "Oh, I can't land, but I can go fast."
I'm hacked.
Yeah, he really is.
Hacks.
I mean, literally, he has level 1 HP, max stats.
Stupid.
It really was.
Stupid.
Just like when he turned into the demon on the bridge.
Stupid.
Cool.
Lee
though.
cool.
Way cool. Here, watch. This is the picture.
See, to explain that, I want to explain that, but I don't, because it just, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, what in the hell? Oh, he was a Spriggan.
Yeah, he was a sprig. I knew what he was.
What bullshit, man. Like,
Yeah. The thing is, they explain how illusion magic works in the book. I don't think they ever explained it in the anime.
This, like, they kind of, no, I don't
No,
think they really did. Not that I remember.
Illusion magic in the book is explained by all Spriggans can use it, but most people don't. And it is based on your mental strength and your stats. So that's why he was able to become that monstrosity.
That's
But the thing is, his was so good. His mental strength was so good, and his stats were so good. That's not an illusion in the book. That's real.
So that's pretty much how that happened in the anime. 'Cause
Yeah.
in the anime, like, it wasn't an illusion.
He was actually able to rip people up.
He's like, I actually got to eat people. I like that part.
That was funny. That
was
was. He's like, because his sister, they don't know, but whatever. I'm just gonna call it Leafa. Leafa was like, "You were chewing on me." Like, yeah, I was like, it was kind of crispy, like a little bit slightly burnt jerky. And then he actually noms on Leafa's fingers. That was funny.
Anime noms.
Yeah. Did I get that picture? Yeah, I did.
It's somewhere.
But yeah, like I said, most of the times if a Spriggan uses illusion magic, they become like a little slime. He becomes a fucking demon.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
Bullshit.
It was. He is so fucking hacks in this game, it's not even funny.
Call him super zombie bullshit.
Yeah, super zombie bullshit here. And that's nothing. He's stupid fast. His illusion magic literally becomes real.
He legitimately becomes a boss.
He can fight an entire army almost off by himself. He is just insane. He almost takes the fucking first room of the world tree by himself.
Like, in ALO, they they show how many hacks he really has. They're like, oh, you thought he was good in SAO. Let me show you how good he really is.
Yeah, but they explain it. Because this is how strong Kirito really was in SAO.
And okay, now really thinking about it right now, how strong he was in SAO, but he was holding back because he didn't want to get anybody killed or kill anybody.
Right.
In ALO, it's just a game, so he's being a normal gamer.
And yeah, and since he's trying to get to Asuna, he doesn't care.
Gives no fucks.
He doesn't. He literally just cuts free.
Yep.
That's how strong he was in ALO. Or SAO.
Well,
that's why he's so hacked. But this is where the best part of it comes in. Because after he eventually gets to the World Tree, almost takes down the first room by himself. Almost. He does fail, but he almost takes down the first room by himself. He stops an army. Granted, he tricks them, but...
he stopped him.
He still stops them, and he beat the shit out of the strongest salamander that there was.
Hacks.
Actually, it's less hacks in the book.
I was like, it's a cool little fight, actually.
Yeah, but it was actually a pretty damn close fight.
You get to see a lot of PvP, I believe, in this.
Yeah.
That
There's
was
practically
the cool part.
No PvP in
SAO. Not realistically. I mean, there's a really cool part where, like,
Heath versus Heathcliff.
Like, the general? Like,
Yeah. Heathcliff.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, the only really cool PvP. And Heathcliff cheated.
Yeah.
He cheated. But eventually gets to, oh, by the way, he want to know how he had so much cash on him? How he was able to just fund the entire, Sylph and Cattail army?
I don't remember.
All of his money from SAO that he ever had,
Transferred over.
including the value of his house and all the possessions in his house, transferred over. That ain't fair. He literally just looked in his inventory and was like,
I remember.
oh yeah.
I remember.
And he's just like, here you go. Boom.
Grab whatever you want. Hacks. That's the other hack. I was like, there's one more hack. One more hack that is going to make me really...
He had
so
stupid amount of money.
Stupid.
He was able to buy one of the best swords that he could.
Stupid.
At level 1.
Stupid.
It was stupid.
Stupid.
Remember him seeing Excalibur? And technically after Gungale?
When to the future?
No, kind of. Where him and Leafa fell into Jormego? Or Jormeg?
Yes.
That happened in Book 2 of ALO, on his way to rescue Asuna.
Oh, they do talk about it in Gungale, but...
Yeah.
So we'll get to that.
Yeah. The thing is, that's how he knows about Excalibur. Because remember in that... We're going to go to the final battle right now, but in the final battle, it's like, Excalibur. It's like, okay, cool, where did the hell Excalibur come from? It's literally like, Excalibur. Like, cool, Excalibur. It was like super hyped. Like, the thing about it is like, there was a gun. How did he know there was a sword named Excalibur? Alright, but eventually he does get to, Asuna after a couple of Asuna tentacle rape scenes.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
They got real hentai there.
Not even close to being that weird in the book.
Yeah, they were like, you know what? We're gonna top you, book.
Yeah, granted it was alluded to, but not even close.
Yeah, that was an awkward scene, but I mean,
yeah, it would have been awkward if Parent walked in.
Tentacle grape.
Yep, tentacle grape.
It's not a bad drink.
No, it's not. Don't even like soda, and that wasn't bad. I should probably give you guys some
tentacle grape.
Yep.
Thought you were about to write testicles. It's like, don't do that.
There you go.
It's not bad.
No, it's not.
Thought it had alcohol in it, but
no, just soda.
Tentacles.
Yeah. Okay, so after all that, he finally gets to Asuna. Oh, by the way, he gets Yue back.
Right.
honestly, Yue is a hacks
She
character.
becomes Navi.
She really does.
Hey, listen.
The thing is, Yue is not nearly as hacks as she was in the anime.
She's kind of like ridiculous.
Yeah, Yue is just sort of there. She's actually a program that was meant to help and sort of like a counselor. And then Heathcliff said, yeah, you can't do that. So she kind of went insane.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why when they found her, she had no memory. But yeah, Yue's there. We didn't even talk about the ass hat.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk about him in a minute. But yeah, he finally gets to Asuna, and now we should probably actually talk about ass hat.
He's a douche.
He really is. Okay, pretty much. I don't remember his name. So I'm just going to call him ass hat.
Ass hat.
He was right-hand man of Heathcliff. He was with Heathcliff when Heathcliff was in SAO.
Shit.
Yeah, he was monitoring Heathcliff's body.
Shit.
Yeah, and he kills him.
Shit.
Yeah, like I said, he nukes Heathcliff's brain, but
Shit.
Heathcliff, one-upping him, copied his entire mind and body and soul into SAO.
Alright.
So he was a bit of a badass. That's also how, and then Asshat copied the entire SAO and turned it into ALO. Because
Control C, Control V.
Yep, exactly. And that's actually how he was able to capture Asuna and 300 other people, because he was testing them and trying to break into people's minds so he can mind control evil stuff.
Yeah. For corporation? I'm not sure.
Evil stuff.
I don't remember. Evil stuff.
Evil stuff. That's really what it was. Not really well explained in the book either. It's just evil stuff.
Evil stuff.
Yeah, it was just an evil douchebag that needed to be stopped.
Like that's probably why I just wasn't gonna even think about it. But yeah, he's important because this next part.
Yeah. Well, he's the one who keeps Asuna captured and 300 other people captured, mind you. He's been doing evil experiments on their brains to control them. And yeah. So, and he's supposed to marry Asuna.
Yeah.
Even though technically it can't be a real marriage because she can't consent, and
it's like forced marriage.
I don't know, it's weird.
It was a weird thing.
It is weird.
But eventually,
Kirito shows up, gets Asuna. Asshat shows up because he's god of the world and he has a major god complex. Starts beating the crap out of Kirito, and I guess there's an option where you can feel pain in the game. So he drops a sword on Kirito and then negates all of his pain programming. So he feels like as if it's a real sword in his back.
Yeah.
And does gravity magic, so the swords pierce through him into the ground, and he's being crushed by the gravity.
Hacks.
Yeah. This is Asshat, not Kirito this time. And Kirito's feeling all of this. That's when he becomes Hacks.
Hacks.
Explain the anime version.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty much it. But go ahead and explain it.
Can't even remember.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was awesome, but pretty much in the anime,
to refresh my memory on this.
he becomes Heathcliff. Heathcliff sort of takes over his sprite and just starts scolding Asshat.
Oh yeah. Okay, I was like, man, I do not remember. I was like, Sword Art? Yeah, I can go through that. ALO? The ending, I was just like, man, what did happen?
It's hype.
The most, like, it was, I'm telling you, the hypest part was the boss thing, but there's more hype after that I remember.
But yeah, Heathcliff sort of takes over Kirito, scolds Asshat. Heathcliff disappears, and then Kirito's like this super hacked guy who knows everything about SAO. And he completely, like, fucks over Asshat. He summons Excalibur, stabs him through the chest, and rescues Asuna.
And then
That was in the anime.
oh wait, you forgot one part. The knife fight.
No, that comes after he rescues Asuna.
Okay.
In a book, it's actually very similar. But instead, Kirito's pinned down by the sword and the gravity. Heathcliff shows up, like, Kirito, really? Get up. Asshat freaks out because he's like, what are you doing? He's like, this is my world.
Copy paste.
Yeah, this is my world. You stole my world from me. Get the fuck out.
Boss.
He actually just sort of steps back and he whispers something to Kirito, which is the main programming, and then he just steps back and just watches. Like about it, he just like steps back and watches.
Boss.
Kirito drops Asshat's pain threshold to 0 like he is, summons Excalibur, stabs him through the eye and through his head. Pulls it out, stabs him through the stomach, and literally just spends the next 5 minutes just stabbing him and slashing at him while Asshat's freaking out and begging for his life. Wastes him, gives Asuna the logout thing, because he can do that now because he's God mode.
God mode.
He's God mode. Asuna gets out, he rushes over to Asuna.
That's when
Knife fight happens.
knife fight. That was probably the most hype for me.
This
That's what I remember.
Was the best scene. Yeah, this is the best scene in my opinion.
I was like, the knife fight part was probably like, because I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I mean, like, you're badass in the game, but then like he had like a real struggle with like a fucking psychotic like murder rapist. So I mean, which is Asshat, and like they struggle over a knife fight, and that guy dies.
Not in the book.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah. In the book, he's running to Asuna. He gets a twinge. He's about to reach the doors. He gets a twinge that something's wrong, and he dodges to the side, and his arm gets sliced open. So he's without one arm already.
Okay.
Asshat's there. His eye's completely fucked up, like it is in the anime, because he stabbed through the eye, and he's like freaking out. Beats the crap out of him with one arm. Goes to stab him, and he's like, no, not even worth it. And ties him up and leaves him for the cops. In the snow.
Yeah. That same situation happens, except he gets stabbed.
Yeah, he
not
does.
by him, but like.
Yeah, he kills himself. But Kirito actually ties him up in the book. But he takes him on with one arm. He's without an arm in the book.
Kirito.
Yeah.
You still have my respect. It's just no progression.
Not so much in the anime, no. He's a Mary Sue throughout the whole thing.
I was like, and unfortunately, I have to talk about Gun Gale.
Yeah.
So,
Granted, I like Gun Gale better in the book.
So far, everything was decent. Well, no, great, decent.
Yeah.
Then you watch a novella. For those of you who don't know what a novella is, it's a soap opera.
Kind of.
In Spanish.
But one great thing about Kirito in the book, at the end of that, he walks in, the nurses freak out because he's bleeding down his arm. He's like, he doesn't care, marches past everyone and goes straight to Asuna. Before he even takes care of his arm.
Boss.
He was a boss.
I'm just depressed that I have to talk about Gun Gale.
Yeah, me too.
It's... Oh man, I don't want to talk about Gun Gale.
The anime sucks.
Alright, I just want to wrap this up.
This is only halfway through Gun Gale. I can't even talk about the whole Gun Gale.
Okay, so Gun Gale, he's pretty much like a secret agent looking for the rest of like Laughing Coffin, because like someone from Laughing Coffin still exists. And
technically, they all do. Everyone that's not dead still exists.
Yeah, but there's a guy who's killing people still.
Yeah, because...
And there's a girl he just randomly ends up teaming up with who is afraid of guns. and then they have like these heart-to-heart moments, and Kirito becomes a girl because he's undercover but not good.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, it's okay, and then they end up saving everything and blah
Yeah,
blah.
it's not good. It really isn't.
Go for it if you guys want to watch it.
To be honest with you, it's better as reading material. It really is. Because honestly, it's very much similar.
It's very rushed.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah, Gun Gale was very rushed in the anime. This isn't rushed.
It has its hype moments when you're finding out the mystery of who is the Laughing Coffin guy, or even if he is Laughing Coffin.
Death Gun.
Yeah. Well, Death Gun. You're finding out who that is, so that's kind of like the most hype part.
Was hype. And you honestly, Gun Gale actually has really good character progression for Kirito. I gotta say that.
Yeah, a little bit. That's the funny part about that, actually.
Actually, that's probably the best character development for Kirito.
Because it actually shows a lot about him and
the trauma he got because of Sword Art.
Yeah, so like as progression goes, all right.
Yeah.
And like there's a little bit after Gun Gale, but I mean,
well, like I said, I don't know anything about after Gun Gale.
Yeah, so like in comparison, like we really can't even go any further.
Yeah, but the book's much better than the anime's okay, but it's so much better as a book. Flat out. Because the book takes its time. If you thought SAO was rushed, Gun Gale is...
Gun Gale seems like they're just like, they're like, you know what, I just want to talk about sad shit for a while.
Yeah.
And then, but it's fast sad shit, so it's like, I don't want to...
Yeah, it's like you're rushing to all this sad shit, so like you can't even process it or get an emotional connection to it.
Someone emotionally throws up on you.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know how to deal with this.
Yeah.
So I just kind of want to wash myself of it.
That's it. But, you know, I still watched it.
Yeah, the book is better. From what I've read so far, the book is better.
I usually don't have beef book to anime and anime to book, but I probably would in this one.
Kirito is still Kirito. He's still by this point he's stupid. He's stupid powerful.
But at least there's progression.
Yeah, but the thing is that there's progression throughout all the books, which honestly was left out of the anime a lot.
Yeah, so at this point now you're like, okay, so I get it.
Kirito does not want to go into Gun Gale. He is only there because he wants to make sure that, because like I said, he still loves virtual MMOs.
Right.
He loves them. And he doesn't want this person to destroy it. Because at the end of ALO, he was given the seed. Because actually before he even logged out, Heathcliff talks to him. Because we didn't even talk about that. He actually talks to him and gives him the seed.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Gives him the seed to all the worlds. Pretty much. And actually, the best part, you know what, I didn't even mention the best part of the book at the end of it. They're all in ALO. Because ALO closes down and then they sort of bring it back.
Yeah.
The best part about it, Anne Claire comes into ALO. The floating castle. SAO.
Okay, yeah.
And the thing is, only he knows about it. Him and
Asuna.
Huh?
Asuna, right?
Nope,
No?
not even Asuna. Him and the pawn shop guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because the pawn shop guy helped set him up. And there's something in the book that makes me think, actually it's not even confirmed, but I got a feeling Heathcliff's on floor 100. He's just chilling there waiting for Kirito to come back.
I wouldn't see that.
Yeah. Because he flat out says, like, because everyone sort of looks at him as like, we only got to floor 75. We gotta beat it.
Yep.
And they, as the fact that they're all gamers at heart, all agreed.
We'll find out.
Yeah. But Gun Gale, it has its moments in the anime, it does. But it's too rushed. Like I said, if they took a whole season, like a whole 25 or even 50 episodes just for Gun Gale, it would have been good.
That's just the problem with it.
Yeah.
The guy got too hyped up. Like there was season 1 of SAO, which was great.
Yeah.
Then he did ALO, and he was like, I'm gonna just keep going on. And
The thing is, I don't even think it was Reki Kawahara at all. Because this is one book of Gun Gale. This is only half of it. So I think whoever was doing the anime version decided to just rush it through it. Because Gun Gale...
Because they thought that...
Yeah.
It was like, it's the curse. It's the curse of thinking that you're awesome.
Yeah. Now, do I have high expectations for the rest of SAO after Gun Gale?
Book-wise?
Anime-wise.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can tell you about that, but...
The thing is, I do know... I'm more interested, not Gun Gale, not when they go back to ALO, after ALO. Because Laughing Coffin returns, and like I said, spoiler alert for everyone, and the final set of books that Kawahara wrote, which he's still writing them, but the last 4 books have all been about Kirito and his world, his MMO that he created. And
Good.
Laughing Coffin shows up. I know that.
Okay, I need to see this.
Now I'm excited for that.
SAO movie?
Yeah, maybe. But the thing is, that arc's 4 books. That's more than any of the other arcs combined. In fact, it's all of ALO and SAO combined. So, I'm excited for that.
I could be excited for that.
Yeah. But Gun Gale, it's a better book. Flat out, it's a better book.
Anime? Out of all 3 animes, I say SAO, always.
Yeah.
Even
though it was seriously rushed,
out of all of them, it's still great.
it's still the best one.
And I was like, book-wise, I'm not sure. I haven't, like I said before, I don't know. What do you feel, book-wise, so far?
Book-wise, I would probably put book 1, the SAO.
Okay.
Book 3, which is
Halo?
the first part of ALO, because he was a badass in that one.
Okay.
And followed by book 4 and book 5.
Okay.
Followed by book 2. I didn't really care for book 2. It felt more like an extension of book 1. Like I said, it's technically its own standalone book, but it felt so much like an extension of book 1. I don't even really count it.
Yeah. All right. That's all. I was like, you guys know my order.
So taking that in the same order: SAO, ALO, Gun Gale.
Gun Gale's not on my list.
Fair enough. It's on my list because the book's actually really good.
Not the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, the anime could have been a lot better. But what are you gonna do? But it looks like this is another fucking podcast.
Yeah, sorry guys.
That's fine. So this was a Sword Art Online podcast. I'm the creator.
I'm Christian.
I'll see you guys later.